Samco Parking.
Hello. Hello. Is this Brackenridge?
Uh-huh.
Yes. I need to ask, is this the garage?
Yes, it is.
Parking area?
Uh-huh.
I need to ask you a question. My name is Melba Jackson, and pardon me, I'm coming up from San Saba with some of my girlfriends to visit a friend of mine that is sick.
Okay.
And we're wondering, we're all very elderly, and we were wondering what the situation would be as for trying to get a good space and be close to the entrance there, so we won't have to walk far. Is there? We'll be up there in a couple hours.
Uh-huh.
Could someone hold some spaces for us?
I tell you, let's see. I'm trying to. It's the best thing to do for that. Let's see. What department are you going to be going to inside the hospital?
Well, I don't know. I think it might be. She was in intensive care for a while, but now she has a private room. But we don't know the room number. I can tell you her name.
Okay.
It's Eunice McGraw, and she has lumbago pretty bad. And I think that's the reason that she is incarcerated or is into treatment, but we're not sure how many. There's several of us coming up, and we'll be in about 8 different cars. Is there any way that you could hold some spaces for us there near the?
I'm trying to think. Let's see. There's about A, B, C, D. There's about 8 floors. There's about 8 floors in the parking garage.
Well, we don't need 8 floors. We just need 8 spaces. Is all we need.
Yeah. The only thing I can really suggest is there's really no free parking anywhere.
Oh no.
But as far as reserving. I really can't reserve, 8 spaces. There's just so many people here.
Right. Is there any way? How do we need to?
I just try to let you know if there's going to be some spaces, open. There will be, but how close they'll be to the I can't promise you that they're going to be like right by the garage.
Oh no.
I don't. There's no parking like right in front of the hospital at all for anybody.
But what about the sick people? Surely you can make accommodations, and we're very elderly, and we can't, we can't walk all over creation and up and down stairs and all like it.
Maybe that's that might be a matter that's out of my hands because. If there is, what I'm saying is if there is some kind of accommodation for elderly people to be closer to the hospital, I don't know of any. I haven't, that's not part of my instructions. All I can say is, this is the garage and this is where, all the visitors park. It's not that far. It's 100 yards, well, no, it's not even that. I'm sorry. It's about 100 feet. It's really, really close. I mean, it's...
All the spaces are that close to the main door?
Yeah, it's no more than, a 30-second walk.
Will we have to pay in quarters? Do we have to pay in change, or...?
No, usually just, it's $1.
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Okay. It's about $1 an hour.
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
It's $1 an hour.
Okay. Is that for all of us or for one car?
That's for each car. Each space in the parking garage.
Oh, Well, I don't know how long we're going to be staying.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, if y'all leave after 11.
I'm sorry. I just got choked. I was trying to eat while I was talking. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. If y'all stay here till after midnight, it's going to be free.
Okay.
So if y'all stay, I'm sure y'all be here till after midnight, right?
Well, no, we're going to be there in a couple hours. We can't wait till midnight.
Are you going to leave? Are you going to be leaving?
Well, we've already left. I'm calling you from a payphone in Wimberley.
14, 15, 16.
No, there's only 8 of us, not
I
15
thought you said you were
or
in San Saba.
We live in San Saba, but we've stopped off here at a rest stop near Wimberley.
Right.
And but did you say 15? There's only 8 of us here. 8 cars.
Yeah.
And it's going to be
it'll be $1 an hour for each car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure we have that many quarters.
Well, it doesn't take quarters. It's, $1 an hour. It's not quarters. It's not meter. I'm in a booth.
It's all, okay.
It's just $1 an hour.
It has to be dollar bills.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm not sure we have that much. Hold on. Let me... Hazel, how much money do we have? There's 8 cars, and I'm just trying to coordinate all this and everything, and we're out here at a rest stop, and we didn't bring enough chicken sandwiches for everybody, and some of the girls are hungry. It's got me all flustered, and Hazel, how much did you want to bring? Kruger, hey, my friend Hazel says she can cover all of us and not to worry about it.
Okay.
And so I think it'll be okay as long as you take Krugerrand.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. It's going to be $1 an hour.
Okay.
Is that all?
$1 an hour?
Right.
And will you take Krugerrands?
Take what?
Hazel has Krugerrands.
I have no idea what that is, ma'am.
Her coin collection is in the trunk of her car, and one of these is worth about $10. So, and she has, well, I don't want to say, but it's a lot, and they're gold. They're very valuable. And if worse comes to worse, see, none of us have very much money on us for the trip.
Right.
But if worse comes to worse, she has her coin collection in the trunk.
Yeah, and I really don't know. I'm going to be gone in about 30 minutes. You'll have to talk to the guy that's going to be working. I don't know. I really don't know anything.
But you work.
Do y'all have checks, ma'am?
You run the garage there,
no, I just work here. $4. Do y'all have checks?
No.
You don't have checks?
I don't think so. One of us has traveler's checks, but they're about 20 years old. Will those work?
I don't think so. 20 years old.
Yeah. But the Krugerrand, surely you can, because one of these is worth $10.
Right.
And if it's $1 an hour...
Well, see, that's something that I'm not saying that it's not okay. My manager would have to agree with that. I can't do that by myself without his consent. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, you can't do what to yourself without...
I can't take any gold without his consent in exchange for money. I mean, that might be okay, but I just don't know.
You can't take gold.
Well, I can't take anything other than money without my boss's permission.
But it is money. It's Krugerrand.
It's not, I don't know anything about it. It's not American currency. I don't know anything.
Well, it's American currency. We got it right down here. She got him in Wichita Falls.
I don't know what a Krugerrand is, ma'am. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I told you it's a gold coin, and about each one is worth about $10. And if there's 8 of us...
But like I said, ma'am, I really don't know anything about that, okay? I don't know anything about a Krugerrand, and we take dollar bills, green money, and that's about it, and checks.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I don't know anything about that. I can't tell you yes or no.
But you're running the garage.
Yeah,
surely.
I am running the garage, but I can't take anything except money. I don't,
But it is money.
Well, it's not, legal tender currency. I don't know anything about that.
It's not. No,
What's going on?
It's hard. It's hard.
Uh-huh.
It's not tender. It's hard. It's like coins. They're hard. And each one is worth about...
Hold on.
On the market. Hello?
This old lady's on the phone, and she might want to bring all these people up here. Like, well, we don't have any money. We have Krugerrand. 499?
Hello?
She's American. I guess her husband got her the war or something.
Hello?
Okay, I'll beat you. Okay, thanks. Hello?
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 Are you there? Hello?
Uh-huh.
Yes. We're trying to...
Krugerrands, ma'am, those are Russian currency.
Those are Russian?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah, a Krugerrand is Russian.
Could you speak up? I can just barely hear you now.
A Krugerrand.
I'm on a payphone in Wimberley.
Okay, yeah, ma'am, I know where you're at. Listen to me.
Hello?
Can I have your... a Krugerrand... Yeah, everybody's got to pay. A Krugerrand is Russian currency. We take American currency. $4?
Hello?
Yes.
I can just barely hear you.
Well, ma'am, I'm sorry. I can't take any Krugerrands. It's Russian currency. I need American currency. Can you hear me?
Yes, it's better now. I can hear you just fine. And they're gold coins.
Krugerrand is Russian currency. I need American currency. Okay?
Well, Hazel got these in Wichita Falls, and I just don't... First, you tell me that you can't get us a good parking spot.
They're not American currency. It's Russian.
We're all Americans here. We're not Russian.
What does that got to do with your coins being Russian, ma'am? I know you're American. I can't take Russian currency, okay?
Well, but...
Do you understand that? Does that make sense?
I don't...
You can't spend that in the United States?
Well, maybe you can talk to Maud. She'll be there in the next half hour.
I can't take Russian currency. If that doesn't make any sense, I'm sorry. I can't tell you anything else.
Well, Maud is going to be there before we get there, and
I can't accept Russian currency.
No, but I'm trying to tell you, she has American money.
Okay.
But she's up ahead of us.
Okay.
She's about an hour ahead of us. She'll be getting there in about half an hour.
If she has enough to pay for you, that's fine, but I can't take, like foreign currency.
Well, she should have, she should be able to cover us, but what I need to know is if you can watch out for her and let her know that Melba called you and that she needs to cover all of us. I think she can do it for us. She's driving a 1977 Oldsmobile Toronado Brougham.
Okay, what color?
Two-door. It's black.
Black.
And it's a 77 Toronado. And she is an older woman with horn-rimmed glasses and she's wearing a purple pantsuit. Hello? Hello?
Yes.
I can just barely hear you.
Hello?
Hello? I can just barely hear you now. You're coming in and out. Hello? 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 Is this the young man I was speaking to
Yes,
earlier?
yes, hold on 1 minute.
Hello?
Yes, hello?
Yes, that's very rude of you to hang up on me earlier. We're at a
ma'am, I couldn't...
we're at a payphone.
Okay, I'm sorry, ma'am. I couldn't make you understand that I can't take non-American currency, okay? It's you know, you can't just bring in some money from China and spend it here, you know. Does that make any sense to you?
Well, it's not from...
it's Russian.
Our friend Maud has American money, I told you.
Okay, well, it's fine. You gave me her car number.
That's right, but you hung up on me.
Automobile black Tornado.
Yes,
and
it's the Brougham Coupe, a two-door. But what I need to tell you, though, before you hung up on me, is that she's going to be coming to the emergency entrance because she doesn't know where the parking garage is.
Okay.
So you need to have someone down there to look for her.
Well, I can't. I can't do anything, ma'am. I'm in the garage. I can't.
Well, I can tell you can't do anything. First, you tell me that you can't get us a decent spot near the entrance. You can't reserve spaces for us, and we're elderly.
Is that wrong? I can't reserve spaces. This is a public garage. Okay.
And we're the public. And you should be able to, and we're part of the public.
Garage. I can't reserve spaces. Does that make any sense to you?
Well, no, because we're elderly and we're coming up from
I'm really
San
sorry. I can't do anything about that. I'm sitting here in my booth. I can't move. I can't go to emergency. I'm fixing to leave. All I can do is take down this car number, and if he sees her, then,
Well,
y'all need to be more organized. I can't do anything about it. I can't leave my booth. I can't do anything, you know. Well, maybe you should talk to, maybe some of the hospital people or something. The garage has nothing to do with the hospital.
Well, but it's the only place to park if you want to go to the hospital.
Okay, yeah.
And we need you to look out for Maud. She'll be coming to the emergency entrance, and I called Maud on her cellular phone just now after you hung up on me.
You coming back in?
And, hello?
Yes.
Hello? I talked to Maud on her cellular phone, and she's going to be there now in about 15 minutes or so.
What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do about it?
She's going to be coming around there, the emergency entrance. But she doesn't. All she has, though, can you take green stamps?
Green stamps? Green stamps?
Yes.
Ma'am, we only take cash and money, okay, and checks.
Well, they're S&H green stamps.
Okay, that's not money, though, ma'am. Does that make any sense? It's not money, okay?
Well, I've got a blender with some one time.
Well, what is that? That's a blender. That's the S&H green stamp store. You return those for... You can't just use that like money.
Well, we did.
Man, look, S&H green stamps, you collect them through that company, you return those.
Well, our friend is very sick, and
you can't pay for parking. Does that not make any sense?
Our friend Eunice is very ill, and you're not being helpful at all, young man.
I can't take green stamps. I can take cash and checks. I can't do anything else for you, ma'am, okay? You're driving me crazy. What else do you want me to do?
Well, it sounds like it's a pretty short trip.
Well, what else do you want me to do?
Well, if you could just, whoever is going to be there, whatever other person's going to be there, if they could...
I can't take gold.
Well, I said that she might have dollar bills, but just in case, she has some H&S...
Here's the deal. This garage has nothing to do with the hospital. All I can do, I can't leave and go wait for your friend and stuff. I mean, I know you are elderly, and I know there's a group, but there's really nothing I can do. This isn't even really part of the hospital. If you need to call somebody in the hospital, I'm sure they could send an orderly down and be more than help. But, this is like a garage, which is really, I can't leave this garage. There's money. There's hundreds of dollars in this booth, and I can't just be prancing around.
Well, if there's hundreds of dollars there, surely you'd understand that we're elderly and that we're in a bad way. Our friend is very sick, and we need some
so
help
I'm
on this
supposed
thing.
to let everybody free in that, I have the emotional thing too, or what? I mean, what do you want? I can't let you in free.
Well, no, but maybe you could speak to someone and they could cover us because we were robbed on the way up. All we have left is traveler's checks and the coin collection. And
somebody robbed y'all.
On the way, yes, shortly after we left, we stopped in a bad part of town there in Goliad, and we were outside the Wendy's, and this Hispanic gentleman rifled through our car while we were in there getting Frosties.
Right. Yeah. I'm sorry about that, but like I said, ma'am, I can't take food stamps. I can't take.
No, they're not food stamps.
Okay,
they're goddamn green stamps.
Okay, I can't take green stamps.
Open your fucking ears, jackass.
I can't take Russian currency. I can't take gold. I can't take. Oh, that's all right. Go ahead. Okay.
You're not being very helpful.
What else do you want me to do, ma'am? I can leave a note for the guy here, and if she.
Well, fuck notes. You need to get on the horn and call some people.
Okay, who do you want me to call?
We're taxpayers. We're taxpayers. And that hospital's run by our taxes. And my son lives in Austin. And hello?
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
What's the problem?
Well, I was speaking to a young man there.
Yes.
And about how to pay.
Okay.
Because we're coming up from San Saba, and we got robbed on the way up, and we don't have any money to pay.
Okay.
Is there any way that possibly we could speak to someone and maybe be billed for our time in the garage and pay it the next day or after we get home?
Sure, but if you promise me you won't tell anybody in the world that I'm letting you do this, because then everybody will want to do it.
Well, I understand.
What's your name?
My name is Melba.
Melba?
M-E-L-B-A.
Oh, that's a pretty name, Melba.
Well, thank you.
Okay, well,
I'm 88 years old.
88?
And, yes, and some Mexicans robbed us in Goliad.
Getting up there.
We were in the Wendy's there, and someone robbed us.
Who robbed you?
Well, I don't know. Some of these gang people.
Oh, some gangs?
Yes, they left a big mark on our car. Looked like a big It's like a big burrito.
A big burrito?
Yes.
Was they a Mexican gang?
Yes, and they spray painted a big chalupa on the.
A chalupa?
On the trunk, and a big burrito on the hood.
Oh no!
And we were pissed.
I would be pissed too. Wow.
No, we were.
You're making me hungry.
Well, I reached under my seat for a tire iron, and I was gonna kick that little Mexican's ass into the middle of the next century, but they got away.
Did he pull a gun on you?
No, they were unarmed.
Oh.
They were on bicycles.
Oh.
But one of them had one of those lightsabers, those toys from the Star Wars movies.
Oh.
And he brandished it, but it didn't have a battery in it, so
it wasn't glowing.
It wasn't glowing. And this was in the daytime, so it didn't really scare any of us.